So, they asked Lou today about the whole situation with how the Bengals, are losing defensive players. Let's be honest. They lost. Currently, they do not have Eli Apple, Dre Flowers. They got back Jermaine Pratt, but they lost both safeties. And last month at the Combine, Lou talked about how if they did lose both safeties, it would be a dark day in Cincy. Well, a dark day happened. So now they asked him again about this and what he felt about everything. He said, well, it's always the darkness before the dawn. So here we go. Who admitted last month at the NFL Scouting Combine that it would be a dark day if the team lost both their safeties. We'll figure it all out. Sad for us, but for those guys, it worked out for both of them in their careers. They were great for us and wish them nothing but the best, both Vaughn and Jesse. It was believed that Bates would price himself out of the Bengals market, which he did. But Bell would be re-signed. It's possible the guaranteed money for Bell was too steep for the Bengals to consider. You never know with these things how it's going to go, said Lou. Certainly I was hopeful for both returning. Selfishly, it went the way it did. And as I said, I wish they were here. But that's this league, and players move on, and you always have to adjust. I mean, I'm still walking by their lockers and be like, yeah, you take a minute, you digest it, and then you realize, okay, this is the reality of it. And we all have to move on. That's just how it is. And so, yeah, I think we'll make the right decisions and move on to next year. That leaves the Bengals with only 3 safeties under contract. 2022 first-round draft pick Dax Hill, who played sparingly at the position of a rookie due to the durability of Bates and Bell. 2022 fifth-round pick Payson Anderson, who missed all his rookie season on injured reserve, and a 33-year-old Michael Thomas, who is primarily a special teams player. By the way, the 34-year-old now, Michael Thomas, got re-signed. They just re-signed him, by the way. Lou said he expects the team to sign a veteran to pair with Hill and add to depth through the draft. Taylor Rapp. And we just have to see how it all shakes out over the next few weeks. Who we end up getting both in free agency or the draft. And then kind of put it all together. We just have to be able to do what we do. It will be interesting. We'll problem solve all the way along and see how it goes. There's a handful of guys that I think we can work through and hopefully get one of those that fit us best. Taylor Rapp. He said he will be part of the collaboration that goes into the problem solving. We are all in sync. All the way with the ownership and the player personnel people with Director of Player Personnel, Duke Tobin, and his crew, said Lou. We're always communicating, so that's why I think we've been good on who we've gotten. It's a very subjective business, the draft and free agency. So you're going to have varied opinions. We've been on board and settled any differences of opinion in the past, and I'm sure we'll do the same right now. A big thing that Lou loses is the versatility of Bates and Bell to both play in the box and play a single high look, play in tandem on the hash marks. The communication and time playing together allowed Lou to disguise a lot of coverage's looks. I don't think you line up out there and say, here we come, here's what we're doing, said Lou. There will be some of that, but for the most part, one of the ways that you keep the quarterbacks off balance is to play the game pre-snap of, hey, you think we're in this, but we're not, disguising your defense. So that has to continue. Hill will be a big part of that even though he doesn't have much experience. He'll be a year more comfortable in his own skin playing in the NFL and bring his great athleticism, as we saw, said Lou, last year. He made a Hekuva play in the Buffalo Bills game, breaking up a pass against a really good tight end in Dalton Knox. 1-on-1 in the end zone. Hopefully a lot more plays like that to come. It helps that Pratt returns to pair with Logan Wilson at the linebacker and the veteran slot. Mike Hilton is a great communicator in the secondary, as well as veteran cornerback Cheeto. Also returns from a knee injury that cost him the final 8 games of the last season. I don't see anything slipping in the defensive room, said Lou. Guys like Mike and the other 2 Mike linebackers and Cheeto, they're not going to let anything slip. Trust me. Jermaine is going to do Jermaine things. His communication between the guys in the front of him and behind him have always been elite, and now it's just going to be talking to someone else. If he has to step up that notch, he will. He knows the defense inside and out. He certainly be telling the new safeties, this is what we do, not the other way around, meaning he's in charge. Pratt re-signed with the Bengals on Tuesday after it seemed like a foregone conclusion that he wouldn't return, unless you watch my channel. Pratt made it clear that he spoke with reporters on Tuesday, and Lou was a big reason he came back. Lou said he was more than glad to have him back. He's one of those guys who came to us in 2019, Lou said. He's seen the highs and lows and he has risen to his game to a level that is a championship level football, as we experienced over the last 2 years. He's a big part of what we have built, and I'm so happy to have him back. He's been progressing his whole career year by year. He's one of the smartest guys we got. His anticipates everything. He's really a sure tackler. He can do a lot of things for us. Cheeto returns means that he would be paired with his second-year player, Cam Taylor-Britt, at the outside corner spot, and Hilton as a slot corner. The depth is then behind him, though, which means the team may be in the market to re-sign Eli Apple. Check out my last video if you want to know about Eli Apple, who started 30 regular season games and all 7 post games over the last 2 seasons, unless the team opts to state the price for him. I love Apple. That's my guy, Lou said. We're going through the whole process with all that. We'll see how it goes. He played for 2 years. He knows the market is going to be there. So we'll have to see all that stuff. Even if Bengals sign Apple, they will likely take a corner in the first 3 rounds and probably double up the position later rounds. I think every NFL team would say that we're always looking for rushers and corners, Lou said. I say we're no different. You're always looking to add a guy if you can. So, wow, Lou. My man just unloaded everything, okay? I was not expecting it to be that much, but it was that much. And that's why I love Lou, because he says it how it is. He gives us all the information, and now we have to digest the information. First off, yes, I do believe they will be targeting another safety in the free agency. Taylor Rapp. And then also in the draft. I have listed, I think, 5 players. 5 different safeties I would love for Cincy to take. I might make a whole entire video, probably will tomorrow, about all the safeties in the draft and who you guys could take, what pick, who is the best option. We're going to be breaking that down a little more. You know what? We're doing it. I'm telling you right now, we're doing it. Anyway, though, so there's a lot of different plays you guys can take in free agency and the draft. But you'll be fine. I saw a lot of comments so far the last couple, days. Oh my God, we're done. Oh my God, this is over. We're losing everybody. We're not re-signing anybody. We have no one. We have nothing. You'll be fine. As Aaron Rodgers would say, R-E-L-A-X-E. Well, R-E-L-A-X. Relax. I almost said relaxed. Like, you relax. No. Relax. You'll be fine. Absolutely fine. At the end of the day, the Ravens are going to lose Lamar Jackson. So now they're out of the AFC North. Then the Steelers are still figuring out their whole situation with Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett could be a star, maybe not. And the clowns will always be the clowns. They're going on a Super Bowl run this year. Guys, if you did not see my video earlier, make sure you check it out, because the clowns are... Go check it out. Just go watch it. They're trying to go on a Super Bowl run this year, and they think they found out the solution. They restructured Deshaun Watson's contract. They're the clowns for a reason. But you guys will be fine, guys. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, though, of all this information and all this news. We'll continue to keep you updated on your Bengals free agent information. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.